So today for snack time, we are going to make something really refreshing and super easy and fun. So do you remember in the story while we were reading about Rosa and her beautiful red shoes, what fruit were her shoes the color of? Her shoes were as red as the inside of a watermelon. So we're going to use watermelon today to make watermelon strawberry popsicles. Everybody loves popsicles, especially in the summertime. And I think most of you love watermelon and strawberries. So let's make some popsicles together. So all we need for our watermelon strawberry popsicles is watermelon and strawberries. We don't need a whole lot more because have you ever had a fresh watermelon or a fresh strawberry? It's delicious just on its own. You don't really need a lot more. So we're going to keep this very simple with just 2 ingredients, and let's start making our popsicles. Okay, so I have 2 cups of fresh chopped watermelon here. You might need mom and dad's help because sometimes watermelon is pretty big and pretty heavy. So you have to really use a big knife and cut into it. So get mom and dad or a big sister or brother's help and get your watermelon cut up. And of course, have a little snack while you're making these popsicles. Try the watermelon, make sure it's delicious. So I'm going to put my 2 cups of fresh cubed watermelon into my blender. And now I have 1 cup. These are fresh strawberries, but you could use frozen strawberries. Whatever you have at your house, frozen or fresh. And honestly, if you didn't have strawberries, you could also use raspberries. You could use dragon fruit, one of my favorites. Lots of different kinds of fruits. Kiwi would even be good. So, use what you have at your house and use what you love. I love strawberries, and I also love the color of the red watermelon, Rosa's red shoes, and the red strawberries. So I'm going to put my strawberries in. Now strawberries and watermelon both have a lot of vitamin C. So vitamin C is really important for helping us to stay healthy. And if we catch a cold or catch the flu, the vitamin C that's in these fresh fruits can really help us to fight that off, or help us to not even get it at all. So make sure you keep your juicy red fruits in your diet every day, guys. Okay, so we've got our strawberries, we've got our watermelon in our blender. That's all we need. We don't need to put any liquid in at all. I'm gonna get my blender lid and we're gonna blend this up. Got my lid and I'm gonna put it on nice and tight. And if you want to close your ears for this part, my blender's really loud. I don't know about yours, but here we go. I'm going to blend these popsicles up. And now I'm going to turn it off and I'm going to stir it a little bit because it needs to be stirred so it'll blend easier. I'm going to get my spoon. I'm going to take my lid off and I'm just going to give it a little stir. But my watermelon's already getting nice and juicy in here, ready to make popsicles. Put my lid back on nice and tight and cover your ears if you need to. Let's turn the blender back on. My popsicles are done and ready to freeze. Do you see how pretty the color is? Oh, it's going to be delicious and so refreshing after I've been outside on a walk or if you've been playing outside with your dog. Now, come in and have one of these popsicles. It's going to be really refreshing. Okay, so I'm taking my lid off my blender, setting it aside. Now, for making your popsicles, we like to use what we have in our house. So I'm going to show you what I have in my house that I can make my popsicles out of, just to give you some ideas, and then you think about what you can use in your house that you already have so you don't have to buy anything new. So one thing I have in my house is these molds, kind of like an ice or a candy mold, and they're cute because they're heart-shaped. So I can actually make little tiny popsicles if I want. The other thing that I have is this little zip bag, and this is specially to make popsicles. Now you all know that I want to be as earth friendly as possible. We all want to take care of our earth. So these little bags we can reuse over and over again. We would never just use it once and throw it away, right? Let's reuse, recycle, reuse. So now I'm going to pour my watermelon popsicle mixture right into my cup. That juicy, red, delicious popsicle mix. And I have a little funnel here, just in case I need it. You might need that. So the first one I'm going to do is my little push pop, opening it up. And I don't think I need my funnel, but feel free to use yours if you need to. It might be a little messy, but that's okay. We'll just clean it up. So now I'm going to pour my watermelon strawberry popsicle mix right inside. Pretty much ready to go there. And I'm going to close up my top. And I'm going to put this in my freezer. Now I have a popsicle that I made yesterday so that you guys could see how awesome it is once it freezes. And then you just have to run it under hot water a little bit to get it to push up, and you can open it and enjoy your popsicle. Now the other thing I'm going to make is you can use an ice cube tray, you could even use a mason jar with a stick inside or actual popsicle molds, but I'm going to use this pretty mold and I'm going to pour my watermelon mix right into my heart-shaped molds. And I could fill those all up, and then I would put these in the freezer to make little tiny popsicles, just like a little bite. You could also put these in a glass and add lemonade or even water on top and make it extra delicious. So I have some of these kinds of popsicles, the little tiny bites that I made, in my freezer as well. Would you guys like to see those? Okay, I'm going to get them out. These ones turned out so pretty. So take a look at what happened here. Once my watermelon pops were frozen, aren't they pretty? They look like little candies. But it's nature's candy because all that's inside is the watermelon and the strawberry. So I hope you enjoy making this snack at home. Let me know how you like it, and remember to eat all your healthy red juicy fruits and keep your body healthy.